What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Raggedy Pack. We are hopping into Breaking Bad Season 3, Episode 12. After I had some internet difficulties, I had to, unplug, replug the modem, the classic. But we're back. Last episode, pretty interesting twist. It turns out the girl that Jesse met at his meeting, Andrea, her little brother, Tomas, was the one who shot Combo.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. It had Blake mind blown, and me a little bit too, because I forgot about it.
I could not believe that.
Yeah.
That was just unbelievable that they would tie that in like that. It's just crazy. So,
aside from that, we had Skyler's introduction to Saul. Skyler kind of wants to get very involved, which obviously Walt does not want. We had Hank refusing to leave the hospital until he can walk out of it. We also had Gus giving Walt some advice. Don't make the same mistake twice.
Mm-hmm.
And I think those were the main points of the episode. I mean, Jesse went to visit Tomas and he bought a teenth from him for $300. Absurd. But yeah, the episode ended with him walking away looking very angry. Yeah, it was a great episode. We talked at length about it at the end, but a lot of those scenes in that episode just kind of like stole the show, but it was like it got better and better and better as it went. And the cinematography was great. They did a lot of like different shots that they didn't do, that I haven't really seen them do a lot this season. I want to say maybe towards the beginning, but it just seems like a long time since I saw that much detail. And that's not a discredit towards the other episodes that have had detail. It was just, I really, really noticed it in that episode. The writing was great. The actors were obviously great. And yeah, I talked like what I want to see, that kind of stuff at the end of last episode. So I don't think I need to revisit it again, but I really hope Skyler and Walt continue down this path that seems like it's going back towards reconnecting. And she dropped that bomb, like they're not divorced. So I do hope that's where we get. That's my want. It's my ship. I'm shipping them, even though they're technically still in a ship. I'm shipping them. So that's all I got. I'm ready to watch. All right, then, without further ado, let's watch. But further ado, if you guys like our reactions, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check the description below the video for a link to our Patreon. You can get the full-length reaction there, and we have early access on some series, including Breaking Bad. We also have links to our social media and a Discord you can join. Come chat with us. With that being said, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this Wendy? It is.
Yeah.
Me on GTA.
Bruh.
It's the same animation.
For real.
The mouthwash. Oh, this guy's a character.
What?
I like the horns. The root beer. That's what she had before. She has her own song. Bro, I can't believe Jesse was with her. Like, romantically.
Yeah. This is just absolutely absurd.
It ain't much, but it's not. Oh, but it's honest work. This looks familiar. That's crazy. She did all that work to buy that little amount of drugs.
Jesse's like, another ingredient to cook with. Cook his revenge. Bro, take the tape off the windshield.
It's iconic.
But I'm good. Are my feet okay?
As long as it gets you safely from point A to point B, then who am I to argue?
I hope that's not foreshadowing. Holding her while looking up
Money
a
laundering.
Wikipedia page for money laundering. Hilarious.
If God forbid, I get caught, you maintain plausible deniability.
Okay, my estranged husband, who when he was working made $43,000 a year, starts shoveling money at me, and when the police come, I'm supposed to say, gee, I never thought about it, officers. Made sense to me, really? That in your mind is plausible deniability?
Skylar's right.
Why would your estranged husband be doing all this for you?
Because he loves his family and desperately wants a reconciliation, though it may be hopeless and futile. Then again,
So Blake wants too.
he'd try anything.
No, I think it would be better if the husband were no longer estranged. You know, maybe if he were back sleeping in his own bed.
Wow, it's suddenly a fantasy story.
Okay.
That happening, bro.
Dinner with the family every night of the week.
Not every night, no.
5 nights a week with 2 hours notice.
4, don't push it.
I am going to be a part of this family. And that is how we'll sell your little fiction.
Compromise, I guess.
Gotta reach the middle ground.
How about we stop somewhere afterward and get a beer?
Have they ever hung out?
No, thanks. No. Maybe some other time.
I mean,
Seriously,
to talk about business.
get a beer with me.
So still no, but
What the hell are you doing?
It's ours, right? I bought it from the 2 guys who killed Combo. They had Combo shot down in the streets, and now it's our product they're selling. Which means they work for our guy, right?
Do you have any proof?
I heard it from the sister of the kid who shot him. I need your help. How? I need ricin.
Oh, my God.
Rice and beans?
God. No, Jesse, you cannot be serious.
I think he's serious.
This is a ridiculous idea.
It's ridiculous. So you're saying it's not gonna work? How about back when it was your plan? Back when we were gonna use it on Tuco?
Tuco wanted to murder us. These guys don't. Apples and oranges. Do I really have to sit here and explain the difference to you?
Combo was us. Man,
True.
he was one of us.
You are not a murderer. I'm not, and you're not. It's as simple as that.
I think Crazy 8 would have something to say about it.
Jesse.
Yeah. I'm doing it. With or without you.
Okay. Good chat. Good chat.
Christ, again? It's 3 in a row. Got freaking Paul Newman over here?
Have you been playing cards with your dad?
No? Why?
Did you know that the doctor has told your Uncle Hank that he can get out of here anytime he wants to?
Oh, yeah? That's great.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that.
Are you not well enough?
Jesus, kid, you too? Do I look well enough? I'm shitting in pans, peeing in pitchers. Can't move my legs. Got it?
So people in wheelchairs should be in hospitals? What about people on crutches? Maybe I should be in here too. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Deal, you little bitch.
That's just rude.
Bitch.
My God.
I love solitaire.
You know I'm hourly, right? You really think he's serious?
That's why I'm here, Saul. The way he was talking, he is going to do it. Or try, at least. Could you get him arrested?
Well, it falls under my premium services package, but you can afford that. I'll call my PI.
Well, I don't know how that's going to work out.
You understand what you have to do? And you can never talk to anyone. Right? I mean, ever. Understand?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we'll be in touch.
I don't know how this is going to work out.
Yeah. She seemed kind of hesitant.
What are you doing? If you need to talk, use the phone.
This isn't a phone talk, Walter. Your wife's out, right? Oh, isn't she something? I got a granddaughter a few years older. What can I do for you?
Oh. Have a seat, Walter. I spoke to Goodman about Pinkman and this plan of yours. I'm not gonna do it.
Why?
Because it's moronic.
Saul said you've done things like this before.
That's not the moronic part.
Okay, so what's the problem?
The problem is the boss wouldn't like it. This is a professional courtesy. No one knows I'm here, understand? But our employer would find out, like always. And if Pinkman were arrested, he'd take it as a problem.
Yeah.
Well, you got a good thing going here. We all do. You want to risk it all on one junkie? Now, I realize you two have a history, but this kid's been on the bubble a while now. It's a long time coming.
Yeah, if he gets arrested at all.
What is? I used to be a beat cop long time ago. And I'd get called out on domestic disputes all the time, hundreds probably over the years. But there was this one guy, this one piece of shit that I will never forget. Gordy. He looked like Bo Svensson. You remember him? Walking tall, you don't remember?
No, I don't.
My partner and I get called out there every weekend. And one of us would pull her aside and we'd say, come on, tonight's the night we press charges. This girl was scared. She wasn't going to cross him, no way, no how. He sleeps it off. Next morning, out he goes. Back home. And one night, my partner's out sick, and it's just me. And the call comes in, and it's the usual crap. Broke her nose in the shower kind of thing. So I cuff him, put him in the car, and away we go. Only that night, we're driving into town, and this sideways asshole is in my back seat humming Danny Boy. And it just rubbed me wrong. So instead of left, I go right out into nowhere. And I kneel him down, and I put my revolver in his mouth. And I told him, this is it. This is how it ends. And he's crying, going to the bathroom all over himself, swearing to God he's gonna leave her alone, screaming, much as you can with a gun in your mouth. And I told him to be quiet, but I needed to think about what I was gonna do here. And of course he got quiet. Goes still and real quiet, like a dog waiting for dinner scraps. And we just stood there for a while, me acting like I'm thinking things over. And Prince Charming kneeling in the dirt with shit in his pants. And after a few minutes, I took the gun out of his mouth. And I say, so help me, if you ever touch her again, I will such and such and such and such and blah, 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 blah.
Just a warning?
Of course. Just trying to do the right thing. But 2 weeks later, he killed her. Of course. Caved her head in with the base of a Waring blender. We got there was so much blood you could taste the metal. The moral of the story is, I chose a half measure when I should have gone all the way.
That's the name of the episode.
I'll never make that mistake again.
Don't make the same mistake twice.
Jinx. You still don't get his name. You get that whole story, though. The guy lore.
Gonna need you to come with me.
Take a walk.
This is scary.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any idea what's happening?
He's about to meet with Gus. This is insane.
Tense situation to be in.
I understand that you have a problem with two of my employees. It is true that they killed one of your associates. It is possible that they acted rashly, but on the other hand, there was provocation. The man was selling on their territory. There is blame on both sides. This will go no further. It will be settled right here, right now.
You told him?
Wait outside. Listen to me.
He's about to get scary.
You have one friend in this room. This man. Those men outside are my trusted employees. And when I learned what you intended to do, if it wasn't for this man and the respect I have for him, I would be dealing with this in a very different way. You don't look at him, you look at me.
Oh my God.
My men will come back inside, and you will shake their hands, and you will make peace. And that will be the end of this.
No.
Jesse, pardon me?
They use kids. These assholes of yours that got an 11-year-old kid doing their killing for them. You're supposed to be some kind of reasonable businessman. This how you do business? You okay with this? You got anything to say here?
Bring them back.
I wonder. He's got to know. He has to know they use kids. There's no way he doesn't.
He's about his business. Any means necessary.
No more children. Understand?
Another middle ground, perhaps?
And you keep the peace. Say it.
Yeah, I'll keep the peace.
Shake hands.
Gotta shake hands with the ops. Walt. Crisis averted.
Jesse, your actions, they affect other people.
I don't know if now's the time for a lecture.
Sometimes
Now's the time for some ice cream.
compromises have to be made for the best of reasons.
It's time to go home, Hank.
Times I gotta tell you, Marie, not till I'm well. Hey,
What's she doing with that?
What are you doing?
I'm just seeing.
Seeing what?
Seeing what I see.
Not at my best here, Marie.
We'll see.
It's a waste of time. Besides, what if someone-
I'm so uncomfortable right now.
I don't care if someone walks in.
Marie, what's wrong with you?
I tell you what. If I can get the ground.
Oh my Jesus
It's
Christ.
not gonna happen. I'm sorry.
I'm betting it will. And if he does, you check out of here.
I'm not gonna bet on whether I get a boner. It's no bet. No bet here. No bet.
You afraid you'll lose?
You know, you're just being foolish. You know. Come on. What's the point?
The point is, you're not completely hopeless.
Groundhog to see his shadow. That is insane.
We have a bet?
You know what? If it'll get you out of here quicker, you got 1 minute.
1 minute? All right, that's a cakewalk.
Yeah, it's just sad. I mean, I really feel sorry for you, Marie. You know, Marie, give up. I mean, seriously, it's not.
Oh?
Bruh.
What technique is she using?
Bruh.
The forbidden jutsu.
That is. No words.
Not what you expected.
No. Bro. If her brother's dead.
Hello, Grandma? Slow down. Slow down, I can't. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God.
Bro!
That was a hard read. Your actions affect other people.
Four-letter word, 2000. A loud, harsh cry.
Whale.
Walt Whitman's was barbaric.
What is yop?
Kevin, what is yop? Yop.
Darn.
More details on our top story. The murder of a young boy in the South Valley. 11-year-old Tomas Cantillo may have been the victim of a gang-related execution. Paramedics were called to the scene, but were unable to revive the boy. A gruesome crime.
Can you turn that off?
Loss.
Bro.
Passing along details.
That is crazy.
Now he knows why Jesse won't pick up the phone.
They've been talking about that all day, and it's just...
I'm sorry. I have to go.
Oh, man.
Don't do it. Hate to see it. You say you'd never do that again after Jane.
Oh, boy. What if that's a cop?
That's so sick.
Need a new windshield.
Run.
Oh, man. So, what'd you think?
Well, shit's about to go down.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. My God. I can't say that's what I saw happening, but makes sense. It's Walt's way of keeping Jesse innocent.
Yeah.
I'm kind of indifferent on I do, you know how we always talk about how we blame, like, everything can always be tied back to Walt.
Yeah.
I was kind of thinking about it and I'm like, well, if Walt had told Gus, Jesse's plan would have gone off without a hitch. But then I was kind of thinking about it a little bit more and I'm like, well, it's Jesse's plan. And then I think about it a little bit more and I'm like, well, why are we here anyway? And it's because, Walt was encouraging Jesse to expand the business and that's how Combo wound up on that corner. So it's just like, there's so many dominoes that had to fall to get to this point, my point.
I mean, Walt didn't even tell Gus directly, did he? He told Saul, and then Saul tells the guy, and I guess tells Gus.
Remember I kind of assumed
he knows
Walt
the guy
told
who
Gus.
knows the guy who knows the guy.
Yeah.
I
had assumed Walt told Gus because
on screen we saw him telling Saul. Obviously, Jesse shows up at the meeting and Walt's at the table with Gus, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, point is, that's insane. That entire thing's insane. That whole sequence of events. I cannot believe that they killed the kid. That is crazy.
That's brutal.
I was hoping they were going to tip off the police and the police were going to come in and bust them. But man, I just ripped my headphones out so I can't hear what you're saying. I need longer headphones.
You got them back in?
Yeah.
I think this is where the writing of Breaking Bad really starts to go crazy, because the title of the episode was Half Measures, and that was the theme of the whole thing. And at the end, you have Walt finally taking the full measure, which is the name of the next episode, the finale of the season, actually.
Yeah.
But he hits them both with his car, and the one that's on the ground, not dead. If you go back to season 1, when they had someone who wasn't dead, you saw what happened. He kept him alive. Crazy 8 was going to kill him. I mean, Walt did eventually end up finishing the job after a while, but this time immediately just guns him down.
Yeah.
Full measure.
That ain't Walt.
Don't make
That's
the same
Heisenberg.
mistake twice. Like, all this advice he's getting is helping him.
Yeah.
I just really like the writing in the show. And this is what I was talking about when I first said about watching Breaking Bad. The writing is brilliant. This is what makes the show so good. Not necessarily the action sequences, which it does have really good ones, but the writing, the characters, the world, the setting.
I'm that's probably the most shocked I've ever been watching this show. And that like, that's Heisenberg. That's not Walt. And, you know, going from half measure to full measure, that might be the change in Walt to man up and like make his own decisions going forward. So,
well, at the same time, you remember how terrifying Gus was in that meeting and how he really seemed to care about his employees.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not going to, I mean, even though they did kill the kid, do you think Gus is going to care about that when he finds out that they're dead?
I don't know. I doubt it. I doubt it. I think Gus is just going to see red. Wow. I'm glad we're watching the next episode because I would not be able to stop if I was not watching.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be able to wait. So, glad that's on our itinerary. Because that was fantastic. That's probably my favorite episode of the season, honestly. Of the show. Of the show.
It's high praise. Let's see if the next episode can top it. You ready to hop into it?
I am.
All right, well, if you guys like this one, make sure to hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check the description below the video for a link to our Patreon. Get the full-length reaction there and early access. And we have links to our social media and a Discord you can join. Come chat with us. With that being said, we'll see you guys next time.